Okay, it is Friday. Just waiting for my timer to load up. It's my old phone, so it takes a while. So it's our Friday stretch out. So it'd be really nice just to do, just make sure everything gets stretched and everything gets moved. So starting with our alignments, feet roughly hip width. Oops. Standing nice and tall through your spine. Head coming off the top. Just gently engaging those tummy muscles there. Let's take the hands down to the pelvis. We'll whiz through this bit. Some pelvic rolls forwards and backwards. Good, and just while we're doing that, normal things, just making sure your space is safe and clear of obstacles and you're in a good spot to exercise today, and just adapt for your body depending on how you're feeling. Pelvis back into neutral, slide the hands up onto the rib cage, take a breath in. And release. And again. Just letting the mind settle, focusing on the breath, and then release the hands to the sides. Okay, just a little neck warm up. So we're going to have a look over to the left shoulder, run a semicircle across the front of our chest, and we'll go back again. Let's go over the top. Back the other way. One last time. Come back to center. Just a few little shoulder rolls then to get these shoulders going. And sorry, whizzing through there. We'll take it a bit slower. Give you guys a chance to finish your movements. That's it. And as you roll the shoulders, I want you to think about sliding the shoulder blades down the back towards the waist. So it's easing them down as well. Good. Let's pause there. Into a bit of a side stretch then. We can leave our hands at the sides today. So we'll go over to the right, up and over. Remember to try and keep a little space between that side so that it's not collapsing. Back up to center, starting to wake up those tummy muscles, and the other way. Good, coming back up. And we'll do it twice more. And up. Good. That's our last one. And come on up. Let's come into our warrior pose. So let's come into a lunge. Find your strong point so everything's engaged. You're not feeling too wobbly. If you do feel wobbly, just bring the feet together a little bit. Bum still tucked under, so we're still thinking of having a nice tall spine. We're going to start by floating the arms up to shoulder height and release back down. And again. And one last one. Now we're going to take them up towards our ears, still maintaining our lovely alignment through our spines and down. So thinking about releasing the shoulders down the back, shoulder blades down the back, as we float the arms up. Okay, and now we're going to take 3 with an option to look up at the ceiling. So we will draw the spine back and release. Good, so just getting some lovely flow into the body. And one last one. And lower down. Good. Let's swap legs. So we're just going to even up the sides, really getting these joints moving as well in our shoulders. Okay, so taking a moment, standing tall, everything's nice and engaged. And up we come. And lower. So 3 of each. Good. Keep that neck, head lifting away from the neck and up to our ears, so we're not displacing the shoulders, we're keeping our alignment. Relax the shoulder blades down the back. Brilliant. Okay, and then with this third one, we've got the option to look up at the ceiling. Good. Find that the balance becomes a bit more of a challenge as we're taking our eye line from that sort of spot in front of us. And come out, release and step forward when you are ready. Good. Last but not least, we've done lots of stretching. Let's just do a little twist into these obliques. So let's do it in prayer. Lock and load. So thumbs into the breastbone, chins in line with your fingertips. When you're ready, on your next out breath, let's rotate to the right. Good. Back to center and around the other way. Good. And again. And to center. Good. And one last one. Good. And release. Oh, give yourself a little wobble there. That's lovely. Let's do some roll downs. We'll do 3 this morning before we head down to the floor. Just get these spines going. Standing tall, let's take a breath in and breathe out. Chin to chest, roll down. Knees nice and soft. Heading down to the floor. Breath in and let's roll back up. Head floats up. Good. And again. So you carry on with your 3. And then come up there. Ooh, just check that. And last one. Good, so hopefully the spine's just feeling a nice stretch out. I tell you what, why don't you just hang down at the bottom? We're all down there. Have a little rock from side to side, swing the arms. Good, and if you'd like, you can hold on to the back of the legs and just draw the body in for a bit of an extra stretch there. Then release and we'll roll on up. Good. So I don't know about you, but I'm not feeling too awake, but I am starting to feel a bit more mobile. So let's see if we can wake ourselves up a little bit more. We're going to roll down. We're going to come out into child pose. And from there, we're going to do some roll ups and downs from that kneeling position. Okay, let's roll down. When you get to the bottom, stride out into your plank or come down to the floor. Excellent. And then lower the knees. And for this one, you might like them under your body, or if that's not very comfortable, just open them up to the sides a little bit there. Let's just take a moment to have a stretch through the back so you can walk those fingertips forward. Stretch the fingers up for me, and then give them a wriggle, and then we'll bend the elbows. So our elbows are going to come back in line with our knees. If you need support in your roll up, then just place your hands palm down on the mat, and then you can use them for a little bit of a push to help you go up for the first part. But if not, let's take a breath in and see if we can tuck that pelvis under, start rolling through your spine, and gently draw the hands up as you come to your kneeling position. Good. I like this position. It gives you time to really focus on the articulation of your spine, the movement of your spine. Let's go down. Breath in. Chin to chest. Let's roll down. Hands start to slide forward. Good. We're going to take one more. So when you're ready, breathe out, tuck under. Feel that curve travel through your spine. Arms draw up, shoulders down and back. Good. Now, we're going to come back down to the floor. When we come up, we're going to do 2 more, and I'm going to give you the option to come up into a high kneel. That brings in the element of coordination because you've got 2 things doing things at the same time, and also works into the legs. So either carry on with the low kneel if you'd like, Bring yourself up into the high one. Okay, let's go down. Each movement is on your out breath. So as you're rolling up, lift the bottom away from the heels into your high kneel. Good. Take a breath in, chin to chest, and as we do that, we're going to start sitting back towards the heels as we roll down. And again. Good. So the body's suddenly doing a lot more movement. Those muscles are having to work together, so it's a lovely movement. Good. All right, let's come out into an all fours position. And we'll leave the spine there for the moment. Draw up and in, nice and supported. We're just going to open the hips a little bit. So if I come at an angle so you can see, we're going to open the leg out to the side. You see that? And then bring it down. Let's give that a go. Try and keep the pelvis level. So pull up and in, support that, and lift the right leg out to the side. So only going as far as you can keep your pelvis stable. Lower and swap. So it's the clam, just in a different position. Excellent. We're going to do 4. Keep lifting up through your chest, so make sure you're not getting saggy. Good, well done. And we're coming into the last repetition here. Okay. Good. And coming back to center when you've finished. Now we're going to bring ourselves over onto side lying, and we're going to do a little bicycle. So we're going to continue with this hip movement. So you can lie on your arm, or you might like to support your head with your hand. That's okay too. Just checking that that pelvis is in alignment, and I would have the lower leg bent just for a little bit of stability. Up and in. Float the top leg up to hip tight. And let's bring the knee in towards our chest just to start point. Okay. Let's draw that leg down. Point and bring the heel up to your bottom, so it's a nice big groove movement round your hip. Excellent. We're just going to do this for a little bit. Well done. Good, keep it going. I'm going to do it for about 10 more seconds. Lovely. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower down. Push up into a mermaid. We're going to do mermaid side bends this morning. Okay. So we'll move away from the feet first. So we're going to do this hand that's on the feet side. Let's take a breath in. Lift up through your spine. You can see a nice lot of space on this downside. And breath in, up and over. We will go in the opposite direction. Keep lifting through the spine so you're not collapsing. Good. And lower down. We will take 3. Reach, reach, reach through that hand. And down. Up and over we go. Lovely. Last ones. And over we go. Good. Okay, shall we spin round and do it? We'll spin round, start with the mermaids and then come down to the floor. Okay, so hand by your feet. Let's take a breath in, up and over. Reach, reach, reach. Good. Breath in and lower down. Grab hold of your shin for support. And down. Twice more. Excellent. Good. Well done. And think about lengthening that hip down, so sending the hip in the opposite direction when you do the hand next to your feet to increase the length there. Good, let's pause, let's come down for the bicycling. Okay, so again, the lower legs bent, but just make sure that your hips are in alignment. Lift up and in, float the top leg up to hip height and bring it in. Let's go. Let's go for a nice bike ride and scoop it round and send it away. That's it. Just keep zipping up and in with the tummy. Good. And get all of the muscles around the hip joint, around that upper thigh and those glutes moving. We're just going to do that for a little bit longer. Well done. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's lower. Good. So just enough to get these muscles waking up, get the energy pump flowing, and let's pop onto our back. So roll on over into your semi-supine position. We're going to take a little stretch to start as we've been using these obliques and these hips. So knees and feet together. Just make sure you've got, I know I always say it, but just walk those shoulders up towards the end of top of your mat. Lengthen the base of the skull away, and it really works, really gives you more space for your spine. Let the knees come over to the right, have a look to the left. And come back to center, we'll go the other way. And come back to center. Right, we're going to do 3 leg slides on each leg. Okay, so and we'll alternate. So in neutral spine, if you need a bit more support, roll the pelvis into imprint. Let's take a breath in, slide the right leg away. Exhale, bring it back. Be aware of how your abdominal muscles need to support your pelvis and your spine. Good. And back up. And one last time. Here we go. Good. Okay, so we're going to continue the work with the hips. We're going to slide the right leg down. Then I'm going to roll the foot out to the side and draw a semicircle wide up to the top. So if you're not sure that, turn on my side so you can see. So slide your leg down, bring it wide and bring it back to tabletop. So it's like a sweeping motion to the side. Let's give that a go. Slide the leg away and then roll the knee, take it wide and bring it back. Good, so it's like it's coming out into that butterfly stretch position. And we'll circle the foot back round. Good. Let's finish up that one on our left. Okay, good. And come back to center. Let's do a little curl up and just wake up the abs a little bit more. I think we should. Depending on how you feel. If you get a neck strain, please place the hands behind the head but keep the elbows open. Or you might like to pop your hands on your thighs. So you do whichever feels right for you today. Let's take a breath in and then exhale. Start bringing the chin to chest. Roll up through. There should be a gap between your chin and your chest. Take a breath in. Nice and gently control that roll back down to the mat. And again. And roll Well done. We're going to do 2 more. So it's just a bit of everything today, just to really get these bodies moving. And we'll take 1 more. And lower. Rock the head from side to side. Draw the arms up so they're facing the ceiling, roughly shoulder width. And we're going to scissor the arms. So we're going to take the right arm back towards our ear, left comes down to the mat, and swap sides. It's not coming all the way, probably to the line of your hip. And we'll swap. Okay, so we've got the movement of the arms going. Let's think about the shoulder blades. Settle the shoulders back into the mat. Good. Let's see if we can make this a little bit quicker. Well done. And pause back up at the ceiling. We'll do some reaches. Reach the right arm up and release. Other side. So giving these shoulders a good stretch now. That's it. And up. Good. You know I love this stretch. Such a good one. Reach the fingertips as you do it. So the stretch goes right up to the top of your fingers. We will take 1 more on each side. Hold the fingers, interlace them, interlace your hands, turn them the other way, and extend up to the ceiling. Good, you're going to feel that stretch going through the inside of the forearms. Release down, let's send that away again. Release, 1 last one. Release the fingers, lower them down to the sides there. Good. Let's have a little stretch out with these legs now. So we'll bring the right one into the chest to start. Hold on behind the leg, and then when you're ready, let's send it up to the ceiling. Get it to a point that your leg is straight. So you might find that you have to go down at an angle. Good. Nice big deep breath into that stretch. And now alternate between a point and a flex. Good. Draw the leg in a little bit further if you can. So we don't want the leg fighting you. Bend the knee, release down. Let's swap sides. Left one into the chest and straighten. Good. Seeing some lovely straight legs there. Bring in the point and flex of the foot. Good. And then draw that leg in a little bit closer. Yeah, good. So make sure the knee is staying in a straight position. And release that down. Let's continue with these leg stretches. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Good. So we're taking these stretches up into the hips that we had a nice warm up with. Bring your right arm down through the gap in the middle and hold behind your left leg. That's it. And gently draw the knee in. And release. Fully cross your legs over now. So we're just taking it even deeper. So we're taking it in steps. See if you can hold on to your ankles. Draw the knees into the chest and bring them wide. Good. And let's release that there and we'll swap sides. So bring your left ankle now over your right thigh. Bring it in. Clasp behind your right leg. You can control. You're in charge of how much of a stretch you're giving yourself here. Good. And release the hands, fully cross the legs. Let's go in for that big one. Open those legs up. Sorry, the ankles up. Knees into the chest. Feel that stretch. Good, a little bit more. See if you can draw them in a little bit. And release. Lower your legs down and straighten your legs out. And just have a moment of letting all those muscles release into that. Always feels good. Good. Okay, we're going to roll on our sides and bring ourselves up to a seated position. Let's do that. I've got one more leg stretch I would like to do with you. And we're going to bring our left leg over the outside of our right thigh. So we're going to cross that leg over. Right arm wraps around the left leg and we're going to turn and look over our left shoulder. Good. Release. Let's swap sides. That's it. Well done. And we will release there. Bring your feet up and together. So your knees are bent. Rest on your hands or you can lower down onto your forearms. We're just going to take a little hip movement from side to side. Upper body wants to stay nice and steady and controlled. So this movement's from the lower part of the body. So I'd squeeze those legs together, gives them a bit of support. Let's go over to the right first. Over and to the centre and the other way. So that hip is going to, bottom's going to lift off the floor a little bit. Now you can stay there or you might like to come up into tabletop. So choose where you'd like to take it and let's go again. And to centre. Other side. Good. We're going to do 4 more. Whichever position you're in. That's it. Good. So we're really getting these tummies and waists working. Seems a bit unfair after all the lovely stretching we've been doing. That's it. 2 more to go. Just waking up these tummies, reminding us of how powerful they are. Roll yourself forward and release yourselves into the seated child pose. Good. Okay, over into your all fours. We'll take a little cat stretch before heading up to standing. Okay, good. Let's take a breath in to prepare and breathe out. Roll up into your cat stretch. Inhale, look up ahead. And again. Good. Last one. Come back to center. Tuck under and we'll get ready to come up to standing. So come into your crouch. From here, let's plant the heels, lift the hips. Take a moment there, feel the stretch and then breathe in. Exhale, roll up. Shoulders down and back as the head floats up. Good. I hope you feel a bit more awake and alive. Have a great weekend.